You know, I'm really starting to think that Adam Sandler has these people's like personal information and can just leak it whenever he wants because nobody seems to want to tell him no when it comes to these movies. Hotel Transylvania 3. So Hotel Transylvania 3 is very much along the same lines as the last two movies. If you've seen those, it's just Adam Sandler and his friends voice Dracula and the Drac Pack. And they're just a group of monsters that spend most of their time in a hotel that Dracula runs over in Transylvania, which would give you the title Hotel Transylvania. The last two movies have really been about Dracula's family coming together because in the first movie his daughter got with a human guy, and then the second one they got married and had a baby, and it's all about Vlad and blah blah blah. It's just, you know, we're talking about the third one. This time Dracula's feeling a little lonely and his friends seem to think that he's too busy and that he needs to take a break by going on a cruise. Dracula is very against this idea for reasons that only Adam Sandler could come up with. And they finally get him out of the water. Now we have our movie. Along the way, Drac develops a bit of a crush on the lady, the female captain. I wasn't really paying a whole lot of attention. I'm sorry. But he's like, oh, I like her so much. And then I'm watching it and I'm like, watch her be a vampire slayer. And then, surprise, surprise, this isn't a spoiler because I found out that this is actually in the promotional material and in the basic synopsis of the film, so Sony spoiled that for you, I didn't. She's the descendant of Van Helsing and hates monsters. She sets this cruise up so that she can get monsters on board to kill. So I'm sure you can imagine the Adam Sandler-inspired animated antics that come from that type of dynamic. I'm not going to get too far into that story. Actually, I think that's where I'm going to end the story part of the video and get onto the way that the movie was produced. Now, the other two Hotel Transylvania movies were very well animated, but the animation has a lot of inconsistencies. Like, sometimes Dracula has claws, sometimes he doesn't. And it's not because he retracted them, he just didn't use them for some reason. And now... No, I didn't mean to say that like that. The animators forgot to put them on. That's how that ended up happening that way. But I actually think this is probably going to be my shortest review yet based on that timer, because I don't really have a whole lot to say. But this movie is physically difficult to watch. Not in the same way that Skyscraper or Suicide Squad is. This movie has a lot of lights and noise and stimuli all happening at once to keep you, I guess, hypnotized the entire time. I don't understand the point of it. I guess it really works for the kids to keep them interested. It's like, hey, you want to keep the kid sitting down? Sensory overload, freak him out, give him an epileptic seizure or something like that. There were times in this movie where it was so bright I had to close my eyes. I couldn't get through it anymore. It was painful. Oh boy. And it makes me realize that animated movies of that same vein, you know, Your Despicable Me, Sing, stuff like that, they're really busy too. It's like busy enough to keep the kid locked in, but too busy for the adult to enjoy. I don't know if that's like a gripe that I have with animated movies. That gives me an idea. But that and Adam Sandler is just really not funny. I don't think... I would say he's not funny anymore, but as time goes on, I'm wondering if he was ever actually funny. I'm sure Wedding Singer would still be funny if I watched it again, but like Click, Bedtime Stories, Grown Up, stuff like that, that's just toilet humor, dude. Like, come on. Mr. Deeds, things like it's just Adam Sandler and his group aren't funny, at least not to me. Their comedy relies on kids not knowing anything about anything, so they can just make noises and do silly voices and stuff, and the kids will laugh. There's a part... No, I'm not even gonna get into it. To rate this, to give this movie a grade, if you see it on TV at some point, check it out, I guess. But that's pretty much it. That's my opinion on Hotel Transylvania 3 Summer Vacation. If you like this video, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Thanks for sharing and liking and commenting and subscribing if you're new. And click anywhere on the screen if you want more of me. And I'll see you tomorrow.